Hey guys, so I'm going to be taking you along today, this morning, on my morning routine. I'm going to show you from the time I wake up to the time that we get ready to start school and show you what happens in that 2 to 3 hour window. And I'm excited to show you guys. I'm a little nervous about how it's all going to play out, but I hope you guys enjoy watching it. So let's get started. All right, so I start my day off, my alarm goes off about 5:45, and I have a second alarm set for 6. So between those two alarms, I've given myself the freedom to get on social media. I kind of have to cut it off, otherwise I'll be on there too long, but I can check Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of those things, my emails, and just kind of veg for 15 minutes. Then I head downstairs, well, I get ready first, and I head downstairs, and I'm going to just kind of figure out what I'm going to do for today. Obviously, I started this day off with laundry, but sometimes it'll be different tasks, and just try to kind of take on a task or two that we didn't get to the night before. I'll do a video on our evening routine, but typically we do a 15-minute pickup the night before that makes chores go so much easier. But this particular day, the day before, we had actually gone to visit my brother and done a day trip. We got back really, really late, so all my kids are sleeping in their clothes because they fell asleep in the car and we just transferred them there. And my house is particularly messy this morning, but that's okay. After I get done folding laundry, I usually will turn on my Scentsy warmer, get the house smelling nice for the morning, and then I will grab something quick for my breakfast. I'll grab either a granola bar or some yogurt, and then I will make breakfast and eat with the kids later. The next thing I do in my day is I try to start every morning out by reading. I'm reading this great book called Refresh. I definitely recommend it. And I'm part of several book clubs. I'm also do reading books, obviously, to review here on YouTube. So I try to take some time just to read in the morning. You might notice I'm not doing my personal devotions like most people that you see. That's actually because I find it's easier to be consistent doing my personal devotions in the evening before I go to bed, because I can always count on that. Whereas in the morning, sometimes my little ones wake up earlier and I don't get this time quiet alone. But I do try to read books that are refreshing to my spirit, to my soul, and then I will go into the kitchen after that and usually pick up. I like to listen to podcasts, and this morning I was listening to a mom-to-mom podcast. Big shout out to them, and cleaning my kitchen. Now, usually I'm just putting away the clean dishes from the night before, but like I said, because we were out all day, the kitchen was a disaster, and so I had a lot more to do than I normally have, but that's okay. Each day is different. If I don't have to do this much in the kitchen, a lot of times I'll spend time editing YouTube videos. Here is my daughter. She woke up early. She loves to wake up. She's always my first one up so that she can spend extra time with mom. And so I just bring her in to do whatever I'm doing and finish up. But yeah, like I said, if I'm not doing kitchen stuff, I will sometimes edit YouTube videos, check emails. I'll maybe pick up or clean up in another area of the house, whatever it might be. But this is kind of my time to get things done and set for the day as far as the house goes. So she loves to help me do dishes. And after I finish up that, I like to spend some time just one-on-one with her. So I like to sit down and just read a few books with her, or we'll play a game or whatever. And sometimes her baby sister's up too. Sometimes it's just us. And this particular morning, it was just us getting that time together. Once I hear the babies crying, we will finish up what we're doing, and I'll go upstairs to get her little sister. Hi. How are you? Are you getting up? Can I get you up instead? Good morning. Can you say good morning? She's happy when she wakes up, but she takes a minute to wake up. Can you say hi? Say hi. She's not used to being woken up with a camera in the morning. You're really cute first thing in the morning, you know that? You know that? Ah. Let's go see if the others are awake. Wake up. Did you not hear your alarm? Someone was spiking it. So the kids do have a morning alarm that they wake up with typically, but again, this morning they were really tired. Then I go into the baby's room while the older kids are waking up. My boys are downstairs waking up, and I checked on them too. But I will go in and help the babies get ready for the day. So my daughter makes her bed. She takes a lot of pride in having her bed made all the time. It cracks me up that that's so important to her, but I'm glad that she's developing that habit. And then I will get them dressed for the day. And grab their clothes.
All right, you got your clothes.
My clothes.
And this is just my time to get ready for the day with them. And while I'm doing this, the older kids are supposed to be getting dressed themselves and starting on their morning chores. But I love this time with the littles first thing in the morning. And then we always try to have them, encourage them to pick up their room and first thing in the morning so it doesn't get too messy. And they do great with that. My daughter, the one in front of the microwave right now, has juvenile arthritis. So in the morning, she is particularly stiff. Her joints hurt and are in pain. So we warm up this teddy bear, the stuffed animal teddy bear that's actually one of those heat sacks. And she will have it on her joints that hurt, particularly this morning. It was her knees. She will have that sit on her joints, and she will just rest for about 15 minutes before starting her morning routine. Once she's done with that, though, it's time for her medicines. She takes quite a few medicines first thing in the morning to help her with this condition, but she's a champ with it always and does really great. Just handling all of that. She also has some other medical issues that require her to have a growth hormone shot first thing in the morning. So I have to give her a shot each morning, and she's always great about that too. She doesn't cry or complain at all. Always the babies are right there. If you notice in all of this footage, they just kind of tag along with mom wherever I'm at. And they like to help me out. And the older kids are all at this point doing their chores. So now you're going to see my son is doing laundry, and one of my other sons is working on the family room, picking up in there. My daughter came down to do feeding the cat and giving the cat water. And like I said, she'll do chores in the morning. She has a few less in the morning than the other kids because she's always in so much pain in the morning, but then she has a few more that she does in the afternoon. Here's my other daughter doing the dining room, getting it all ready for breakfast. I know it seems counterintuitive to clean the dining room before we eat breakfast, but there usually is some mess left over from the night before, and then we'll just clean it after breakfast all together as a family. So I don't think I mentioned this before, but my kids their alarms go off at 7:30 in the morning, and then we have breakfast by 8:30 is what I shoot for every morning. So while I'm making breakfast, they're doing those chores, and if they get those done early, usually if we do a 15-minute pickup the night before, they actually have no problem getting done early. Today, they kind of ran it up to the last second, but they have time to just play, read a book, hang out, draw something. Just the only rule is no screens in the morning beforehand. But once we have breakfast, we will all sit down together and eat, and while they're eating, I will read a chapter in whatever read aloud we're doing at that time. Once we're done with that, I will have them clear the table, move everything off. We're going to wipe off the table, clean it up so that they can be ready for their personal devotion time in the morning. So they're, during this time, are going to clear the table like you heard and bring out their stuff for personal devotions. This has been such a good time. If you want to see what we're doing for personal devotions, then definitely check out my video on that. I'll put that up in the iCards and down in the description below. But I love the fact that we all work together. We help clear the table. We can do it really fast. Yeah, they were really distracted by the camera today. They like having a camera there available. But they all have their own things that they do for personal devotions, even the little ones. So while the older kids are working on their formal devotion curriculum that I picked for this year, I read through in some story Bibles that are age appropriate for each of the littles, and kind of spend one-on-one time with them, from my daughter who is in kindergarten, first grade, but still can't read real well, down to the toddlers and preschoolers. You can see that, and just spend that little one-on-one time. getting to be in God's Word with them each morning and having that special time with them. Then the kids do their prayer box, which if you've seen my video on that, is a way that we kind of encourage them to pray through a lot of different topics each week. So that pretty much concludes our morning routine. I know that was a lot, but a lot happens in the few hours that this goes on for. So now the kids have gone downstairs. After they finish their devotion time, they go downstairs and they do their morning playlist. And if you don't know what that is, we do a YouTube morning playlist every day to start off our school day, and I'll put the video above and below if you guys are interested in checking that out. But basically, they're gonna do that. It gives me 30 minutes of time to finish prepping for school. So if you've noticed already in the day, I've done cleaning in the house, I've maybe sent out a few emails, I have had time to, fold some laundry, do things like that, reading, listening to my podcast, things like that. But I have not had time to do any school prep. So this is my 30 minutes of school prep time. I will set out computers, go ahead and log them in, so when they're ready to do math, they can do that. I'll pull out my daughter's curriculum for language and pull that out and see what all needs to be done for today for prep. If there's any major prep, I try to look at that a couple weeks out. But as far as day-to-day prep, I just look at it during this 30 minutes. And then if I have time left over, I usually will either kill some time on Facebook or make a phone call if I have a doctor's office or something like that I need to call, or sometimes I'll sit down and read. So I hope this has been helpful to you guys and you guys have enjoyed a little peek into our chaotic mornings. But if you have, I would love if you would like this, subscribe, and give it a big thumbs up, and give a comment below, because I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you guys like videos like this, I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. I'm making the most little moments in homeschooling, home management, parenting, and everything in between. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.